Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University.
Welcome to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University. I'm here at Chaitanya Studio. For the students of first year BCom, I am Dr. Dhaval Kataria and we will be discussing commercial communication. Today, we are going to discuss Unit 12 that talks about the letters which are in the form of order letters. In the initial lectures, we had talked about inquiry letters, whereas this is about the order letter. This unit deals with the basics of letter writing, providing sample letters on different topics. The letters given here are for example purpose only. Similar letters can be drafted for various topics. In this unit, you will learn to draft and practically apply the information and knowledge received in the previous units. We have already learned in the previous units about the theoretical aspects of letter writing and the need to write proper business letters. This unit deals with the practical understanding of the business letter writing with letters given on topics of different types, especially focusing on the order letters. Now, the order letters are generally written after the inquiry letters. They are written so that we can place an order for a product or for any service. The letters are written in the block format and we request and we suggest the students to follow the same pattern. In the earlier unit, we had discussed about the inquiry letters. Now, in this unit, we are here to discuss about order letters. What are order letters? Order letters are generally written after the inquiries are done. As the name suggests, they are written to place the order for the products or services which could be done by an individual or by a company. Let us look at a few examples of order letters. Let us look at the first one. Place an order with Messrs. Shah and Shah Brothers for electrical goods, especially fans. Now, the letterhead mentioning the details of the company, the name and the address. After the letterhead, we use the date. 2, that is the recipient address. Dear Sir, subject. Now here, the subject mentions order for electrical goods. After that, when the order letter is mentioned or when the order letter is drafted, make sure that all the details that are required are properly included in the letter. For example, we thank you for your reply dated September 5, 2020 about the electrical goods. The you attitude, the politeness that we were talking about in the earlier chapters. We thank you for your reply. The you attitude, the courtesy, all these things are included in the first line itself. About the electrical goods, we are placing an order with you as mentioned below. So what are the details? 2 things, serial number, goods, specifications, price and quantity. It could be made in this way, it could be used in a tabular form, it could be used in the way the company likes, or the individual for that matter likes to use. The first one being cine ceiling fans. A size, B size and C size. The specifications and even the colors are mentioned to be very specific about the order. Red, yellow and white. The prices as per the catalog are also mentioned. Rupees 1,200, Rupees 1,000 and Rupees 950. How much do we need that? How many fans do we need here? The quantity has to be mentioned A size 50, B size 50, and C size, which is in white, 150 fans. Then the second option, table fans, red plastic body. That is the specification that we are asking for. The price as per the catalog is rupees 1200 per piece. How many quantity do we need? 100. Then the other details as well. For example, the mode of transport. We will be sending it or through Gujarat Transport. The mode of packing will be wooden boxes and cartons with bubble wrap. Mode of payment, as we had discussed earlier, that when you are asking about the inquiry letters or when you're talking about the inquiry letters, we need to mention about the payment details as well. Just when you order or just when the order is sent, we need to pay one part or one installment and the other when the products are reached. So, mode of payment will be 30% in the initial part and later the 70% will be cash on delivery when the products are delivered. Date of delivery by September 20, 2020. As you mentioned in your reply, we are expecting 20% discount. So that part is also mentioned. We hope that you will complete the order on time. Thank you. Yours faithfully, Nishant Shah, the proprietor. So this was one of the examples of the order letter. Let us have one more example. Place an order with Rajdhani Electronics for electronics goods like stereo system, microwave ovens, and digital diaries. So you are placing the order for these three things. The specifications will include all these things. Now, coming to the letter part, how do we write? We use the letterhead, need of home appliances, the details, date, to whom? To the sales manager Rajdhani Electronics, 23 Shelly Complex, Jayatala, Nagpur. Please understand that when the question mentions the name of the company, you will have to use the same name here. Okay? Dear sir, order for, which are the three things? Stereo system, microwave ovens, and digital diaries. The three things. We thank you for the reply dated September 4, 2020 about the home appliances. We are placing an order with you as mentioned below. The details of the order have to be mentioned. Again, three things. The stereo system. The specification includes Sony. It has to be grey in color, 1200 watt, PMPO, Panasonic, black, 900 watt, PMPO. The two parts, the two types are to be ordered. 10 of the first, 8 of the second. Price is also mentioned, 15,000 per piece and 8,000 per piece. Then about the microwave ovens, there are two sizes available, specifications are mentioned there, and the quantity and the price of each. A size, 4 quantity, 8,000 per piece as the price. B size, 6 quantities and 5,000 per piece is the price. Next, the third order is of the digital diary. We need two of them, two different types. The first is 128 KB, which is black in color. We would need 5 of them at the cost of 950 per piece. And the second one, 32 KB, which is metallic blue in color. We need 7 of them, which is at 650 per piece. So after these details, after the specifications are included in the letter, what else do we include? The mode of transport, Mehta Transport Company. Mode of packing, hard boxes with thermocol sheets. These are the different ways in which we could send the packing or send the products. Mode of payment, as usual, it could be between the two companies or the two individuals. It could be discussed, and here it mentions 25% in the earlier part and 75% later. Date of delivery by September 20, 2020. Again, as you mentioned in your reply, we are expecting a discount of 15%. We hope that you will complete the order in time. Thank you. Yours faithfully, Pooja Dave, the proprietor. Let us look at one more example. Draft a letter to place an order to kitchen appliances on a credit basis. Okay, now this is a different topic. The order is to be placed on credit basis. The details of the sender, September 2020, factory, the manager, the details, dear sir, placing an order for kitchen appliances. Now let us look at the details here. In reference to your last communication on the telephone, I hereby place an order for different kitchen appliances as under. I once again remind you that as we have decided, we want the goods on credit. That has to be mentioned. Earlier, it was a communication on the telephone. Oral communication is always lesser preferred than the written communication. That is why we mention it in the written communication as well, that as we have decided, we want the goods on credit. We require 10 Summit red mixtures, red. We also need 20 portable hand blenders of Boss Company. Two things. Please send us the goods latest by September 25, 2020 through Maharashtra Truck Transport. Please pack the goods in wooden boxes along with carton covering on the product. Look at the difference. You can mention the details like this in the tabular form with the other details in the point form. Similarly this, or you can mention the details in the paragraph form, right? Both are fine. You can use any template that you want. We wait for a reply. Thank you, yours faithfully, Bhavesh Prajapati, the proprietor. Now these were the sales letter. If you are the company that receives these sales letter, or if you are an individual that receives these sales letter, how would you reply to them? The next part of the same unit is called the letters of execution of order. What are they? These are the letters written when the orders are executed. So you received the order and now it is your time to execute the order. These letters can be of various forms and can have various reasons, like the examples are given here. Late execution or part execution of orders. Here we have 4 different examples on different topics, on different types regarding the letters of execution of the order. Let us look at them in detail. Again, please remember, these are just examples. There could be more details, there could be more options, there could be more types of the letters of execution. But after you go through all these things, I'm very sure that you know what I'm trying to say. Let us look at the details. The first one, draft a letter of execution to the buyer requesting him to grant you 5 days more for the execution of the order. Just look here. This is the order letter. Okay. Now, order letter mentions that please send us the goods latest by September 25, 2020. This is what the order letter says. But when you receive the order, you know that you won't be able to make it up before September 25, 2020. So what do? You write a letter. What do you mention in the letter? Execution of the order. Then we received a letter for an order of 500 electric lampshades to be sent to you by September 30, 2020. The details of the earlier communication. I regret to inform you that due to the riots in Jaipur, the reason has to be strong, has to be valid. It does not require an excuse. You have to be very genuine. If it's a genuine reason, then the customer can understand the situation. Right? So, I regret to inform you that due to the riots in Jaipur, the factory for the manufacture of lampshades is in the area of the curfew. It is very difficult to get the goods in 5 days. So, we cannot send the goods by September 30, 2020 as requested by you. That is why this letter is written. The situation in Jaipur is getting normal and is likely to settle down by September 27. Soon after that, the production will be carried out and we will send the goods latest by October 5, 2020. So, I am asking for 5 more days. Okay, that is what the heading is. What is the heading? Requesting him to grant you 5 days more for the execution of the order. So, we cannot send the goods and we will be able to send the goods latest by October 5, 2020. For this, we need an extension of 5 days. We hope that you will consider the situation and since the situation is critical, you help our relationships grow better. Thank you. Yours faithfully, signature Ashutosh Rana, the name and the designation. This was the first example which uses the topic or the type which mentions that you need more time in the delivery of the products. Let us look at another example. Draft a letter of execution for making the supplier to accept the order in part delivery. Now you received the order. Say, for example, you have received an order of, let's say, 500 products, but you can only send 250 products at a particular time. That is why you need to send this letter earlier than sending the products, that you would be able to send only a part of the delivery, and you request the person to accept the order in part delivery. We might not be able to send it completely, so we request you to accept it in part. The details, letterhead, details, date. 2. Dear sir, the subject itself mentions part execution of the order. What does it say? We are thankful to receive your order for 500 cello chairs dated September 12, 2020. You requested to deliver the goods latest by September 30, 2020. We are sorry to inform you that right now we only have 300 chairs in stock. We have sent these 300 chairs to you by Agra truck transport. We will dispatch the remaining chairs within 3 days. And this will reach you by October 5. This has to be mentioned. The concrete details about what are you sending, when are you sending, and by what date can the receiver expect that has to be mentioned here. So, we are sending just the first 300. The second part will be sent after 3 days, and it will reach you by October 5, 2020. That is just an expected date again, but you have to mention that. Kindly understand our condition and please bear with us the inconvenience that is caused to you. Also, we have sent along with this the bill of the whole consignment worth Rs 75,000. However, the bill is for the entire part, and that is being sent along with this. We wait for a reply. Thank you. Yours faithfully. And what does it include? The enclosure. Now, we have already mentioned that there are 2 things that are mentioned earlier. The first, thankful to receive your order. So, the first enclosure is bill number, and bill number worth Rs 75,000, that is mentioned that we are sending the bill. Okay. This is the second example. Let us look at the third example. Draft a letter of execution offering the buyer substitute goods. They have asked for something and you are requesting them to take something else. That is substitute goods. Let us look at that. The details, letterhead, JG Electronics Sound System Suppliers, opposite Drive-In Cinema, the address, date. 2. Dear sir, we are thankful to you to place a large order of IWA sound system with us. Your order is dated September 20, 2020 for 100 IWA systems, model number NAX603, price Rs 12,500. These are the details that you have asked from us. These are the products that you have asked from us. But we are sorry to inform you that presently we do not have the stock of IWA system because the company has stopped the production of any electronic system for 6 months. Presently, however, we can offer Sony sound system of the same quality. The quality is the same. Now, what is the difference? Sony system model number STE636, price Rs 12,750. Initially, the product that was asked for costs Rs 12,500. This one is 12,750. But we will be giving you a 17% discount on any order. We are also able to supply the goods as early as possible. So, instead of the stereo system of one company, you will be able to send the stereo system of another company. That is what this letter talks about. Again, look at the topic. The topic says, offering the buyer substitute goods. Goods which he has asked for are different and the goods that you are sending are different. And that is why you are offering substitute goods, and this letter is regarding that. Let us look at one more letter. draft a letter of execution offering either substitute goods or the same product at higher price. Read the question carefully. Draft a letter of execution offering either substitute goods or the same product at higher prices. The thing that you had asked for is not available with us at the price that was ordered. So we have two options. Either you can take the substitute goods, or if you want the same product with the higher price. The details of the company, date, receiver. Dear sir, we have received your order dated November 1, 2020 for 100 table fans of Crompton Greaves. This is the order that we have received. We are sorry to inform you that between our inquiry reply and the placement of the order by you, the company has raised the price of these table fans by 11% because of the shortage of the availability of raw materials. It is not in our hands. The company has raised the price, and that too by 11%. So again, concrete details are to be included. Now we are unable to supply the goods as stated by us in our reply. We hereby offer Usha fans instead of Crompton Greaves. Now we are offering Usha fans at the same price. Or we request you to buy Crompton fans at higher prices. Whatever you choose, because the customer is the king. So we give you two options. If you want to go for the same price, then we offer another company. But if you want the same company, then you have to pay a bit extra. Your quick reply will allow us to execute the order at the earliest. Thank you, yours faithfully, the details. So these are the letters of order. These are the letters of execution of different topics, of different types. If you receive such letters, you know what to do. If you want to write such letters, you know what to do. So this is the unit that talks about order letters and their replies. Thank you.